Have you ever wondered? The solar system truly has 9 planets, but the 9th hides like a troublemaker. At school, we only learned about 8, yet telescope data suggests the opposite. Imagine driving on a familiar road. Suddenly, a secret turn appears. Would you ignore it or explore? In the year 2016, Brown and Batijan discovered that the orbits of distant objects seem to be guided by a massive gravity. A mystery of science mysteries appeared, but if it is real, why has no one seen it? Are we chasing a ghost in the data? The ETNOs, objects farther than Neptune, have strangely clustered orbits. The chance of this happening randomly is only 0.007%. It is like every car on the street suddenly turning in the same direction. Would you not suspect a hidden sign? Models show that a giant planet, 5 to 10 times the mass of Earth, would be needed to herd them. Picture a bowling ball rolling on a carpet, pulling the pins around off course. But if that is true, why is Uranus's orbit tilted strangely as well? The question is, could it all be the work of an invisible force at the edge of the universe? From Subaru to Pan-STARRS, many telescopes have hunted this planet, but all pointed to an empty sky. Like when you are sure you left the keys on the table, but no matter how hard you look, they are gone. Infrared data from WISE and IRAS was re-examined, hoping to find a faint, cold object. Indeed, a few dim dots moving slowly appeared, but their orbits did not match the Planet 9 model. Perhaps we are following the wrong trail. If these clues are not a planet, then what are they? And why do they mimic the very signs we expect? Some distant objects, called Sednoids, have strangely long orbits, like ghost ships drifting on the deep sea. At first, this seemed to support Planet 9, but deeper analysis showed that some orbits do not fit, weakening the theory. Samantha Lawler warned, "We may just be shining a light on one corner of the forest and thinking the whole forest looks the same." In daily life, it is like reading news from one single source and believing it is the entire truth. If the clustering is only a statistical illusion, is Planet 9 real or just a product of imagination? Another hypothesis suggests that no giant planet is needed at all. Instead, thousands of small objects at the edge of the solar system together create a gravitational crowd. Like a protest crowd, each person weak alone, but together, strong enough to push down a wall. Simulations show that this combined effect could create the very strange orbits we see. But then another question arises: if the hypothesis is correct, how massive is this disk of material? And why have telescopes still not directly seen it? If Planet 9 truly exists, it could not have formed in such a distant region because that place is too poor in material. So how did it get there? One possibility, it was once near the Sun, and then Jupiter flung it far away. Another possibility, the Sun stole it from a neighboring star in the early days of the star cluster. Like a child picking up a toy in a crowded playground and taking it home. If that is true, this planet is nothing less than an adopted child of the solar system. The question is, can we detect the trace of an outsider? In recent years, many surveys have scanned almost the entire suspected sky. Yet still, no clear image. As if you had a detailed treasure map, dug everywhere, but found only dirt and stones. Scientists are increasingly divided. One side believes the orbital evidence is too strong to ignore. The other side claims it is all just coincidence. So who is right? The answer may come from the Vera C. Rubin Observatory, with its giant camera about to scan the southern sky. If Rubin still finds nothing, could Planet 9 be nothing more than a mirage? Some studies suggest that if there is a distant planet, it may not be Planet 9 as we imagine, but a wandering planet captured by the sun. If that is the truth, its strange orbit would explain why we cannot predict its exact position. But could this wanderer really have the power to control that swarm of small objects? Or is it merely a coincidental witness passing by? Some scientists warn that we may be overestimating the current evidence. The data includes only a few dozen objects. It is easy for randomness to create a false pattern, like flipping a coin 10 times and getting all tails. Strange indeed, but not impossible. New studies also show that the gravity of the Milky Way itself may be affecting these distant objects, pulling their orbits astray. So the important question is, how much evidence do we need before we dare declare it is truly a planet? Astronomical history has witnessed a similar scenario. In the year 1846, Neptune was discovered, not by sight, but by recognizing the unusual orbit of Uranus. But there were also times when science took the wrong path. The so-called planet Vulcan was once thought to exist near the Sun to explain Mercury's orbit, until Einstein's theory of relativity appeared. So the question is, will Planet 9 become another Neptune, a discovery that reshapes our understanding? Or will it be nothing more than a new Vulcan, soon to vanish? In the year 2010, the WISE telescope scanned the entire sky in infrared wavelengths, ideal for detecting cold, distant planets. The first results showed nothing. But in 2025, when scientists reanalyzed the data with new algorithms, they found a few faint signals. It is like flipping through an old photo album and suddenly noticing a detail you had never seen before. The problem is, it could just be noise, or a closer object, unrelated at all. So the question is, can new technology unlock secrets long forgotten in the past? A bolder hypothesis. Planet 9 may not be a planet at all, but a tiny primordial black hole, as heavy as several Earths, yet only the size of a basketball. It would be completely invisible, revealed only through its gravitational pull. Imagine being in a dark room, where an unseen mass bends everything around it, yet you cannot see it. An idea that sounds like science fiction, but it explains the data. The question is, are we searching for a frozen world or a cosmic monster lurking in our own backyard? Of course, many scientists remain skeptical. They argue that we are only fooling ourselves because the data is still too limited. Objects discovered in recent years no longer follow the neat orbital pattern we once thought. It is like building a puzzle, and suddenly one piece does not fit, breaking the whole picture. Maybe Planet 9 never existed at all, just a product of observational bias. But if that is true, how do we explain the strange orbits that still remain? History has shown that sometimes the answer is not a new planet, but a new law. The Vulcan hypothesis failed because Einstein revealed that relativity itself explained Mercury's orbit. Perhaps the mystery of Planet 9 will lead us to a similar turning point, a shift in our understanding of gravity at extreme distances, like how the invention of the microscope revealed the hidden world of bacteria. Could this be the doorway, not to a new planet, but to a new chapter in physics? The Vera C. Rubin Observatory, with its giant camera, will be the crucial referee. It can see objects so faint that no one has ever observed before. If Rubin finds nothing, the Planet 9 hypotheses will collapse severely. But if it discovers a faint, distant planet, it will be a historic milestone in science exploration. So the question for us is, will you choose to believe in a crumbling hypothesis Or will you patiently wait for the truth that new data will bring? Some ideas go even further. Suppose Planet 9 is a massive, icy world with a hidden ocean beneath its surface, like Europa or Enceladus. Even though sunlight is too weak, geothermal reactions could keep liquid water alive. That raises a fascinating question. If life exists inside such a distant planet, we would have to rewrite the boundaries of where life can exist. But the immense distance makes testing this a colossal challenge. Could that dream simply be too far away? The hunt is not just for professional scientists. The project, Backyard Worlds, allows ordinary astronomy lovers to join the search through data. And there have been important discoveries made by the amateur community itself. Imagine this. You, with just a computer at home, could be the first person to see traces of a planet never known before. That is the beauty of science, where hidden knowledge can be unlocked by anyone. The question is, are you ready to join this hunt? No matter the outcome, the hunt for Planet 9 has already given us countless lessons. It has helped us better understand the edge of the solar system, how small objects interact, and the limits of our own methods of observation. It is like searching for treasure, but instead discovering a secret room, hidden inside your own house. Perhaps the real value is not in finding the planet, but in widening our vision of the universe. The question is, if Planet 9 does not exist, how many other mysteries are still waiting for us out there? One fascinating hypothesis: if Planet 9 exists, it may once have belonged to another star system and was accidentally captured by the Sun. That would mean our solar system is not pure-blooded, but a blended family. It is like discovering in your family tree that one ancestor came from an entirely foreign place. If proven true, this discovery would change how we see the origins of ourselves. So the question is the solar system truly one unified family, or a hybrid born from many worlds? And finally, whether Planet 9 exists or not, this hunt proves one thing: science never stops asking questions and is always ready to change its beliefs. Columbus sought India, but instead discovered America. We seek a planet, but perhaps we will discover an entirely new law of physics. That is the power of unknown facts, the truths not yet known that keep humanity moving forward. So what do you think? How many secrets are still hidden at the edge of the solar system, waiting for us to uncover?